The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Kill, 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 kill. Go, go. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. He's coming.
Here's Geis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
58, come on. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Check, check. Fresno.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Let's go, let's go.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's what I do.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He may try and run for this, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
Just like that. Just like that.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
It's complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Trubisky leaves with Montgomery on the draw. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Cressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Mike spoke well. Hey, get in the weight room. Check 3, please.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Check. Rip left. 44. 44. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Now Haskins. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Gonna let one fly. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert!
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very... close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I got him. Hey, 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike. I got you. I got you. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 58. 58 to Mike. Blue Dan.
Here's Haskins to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
18. Hey, 18. Yep.
Here's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. 25. Hey, Steve 6.
Now it's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental problem.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
Switch!
Second down and goal. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a 1st down. Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end. Went to the Chicago Bears. Began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double dog. That's the way. 18. Hey, let's go.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, it's Haskins. It's caught by Davis. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 98 yards as the Bears push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Go! 18. Give me that ball, defense!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Rush in!
At the Redskins' 46-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down by Kyle Fuller. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
58, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Let's go. Go 58 to Mike. You run.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. No.
On first down. It's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
Mike. Ready?
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a loss of 1.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
And they take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head